There's very little maintenance to do on an electric car, but one thing that's very important to maintain is the brakes. Because it's especially important on electric cars, because you rely more on regen and you use your disc brakes much less. So they tend to last for much longer, and if you don't maintain the slide pins, then the caliper can seize up and then the rotors will warp. What happens when the rotors warp is that you get a terrible brake feel. The brake pedal gets shaky, and then you have to replace the whole braking systems, the disc and the pads. Then you look at the old parts and they still have plenty of life left. It feels like a waste of money and a waste of time. First, start by removing the 14mm caliper bolts. Now, remove the caliper and secure it somewhere it won't hang on the brake line. Uh-oh. Come with me. All right. If you want, you can use something to tie it there, just to make sure it won't fall. This car has 100,000 kilometers and plenty of life in the pads left. Now grab the slide pin and pull it out of its rubber boot. Nice. All right. Now it's time to clean it. Now it's time to add some silicone-based brake grease. I use some Permatex orange stuff. Now push the slide pin back where it came from. You can now pull the second slide pin and do the same procedure. As you can see here, this pin has a rubber part. That's why it's good to use some silicone-based grease. Other kinds of grease can soften that rubber part. Now put some grease and put it back in. Now if they move freely, then that was a success. It's time to install the caliper now. I can't put it back in because the pistons are too far out. I need to press the pistons. Here I'm using a C-clamp to press the pistons. But you could also use some pliers. They only need to be pressed a little bit to fit. See, that was just as easy as that. Now that's it for the front. Let's go to the rear. On that side, you won't need to remove the caliper. The slide pins are actually the bolts. The top slide pin bolt is harder to reach because of the brake line. You have to push the brake line away to reach it with the socket. There's a second slide pin at the bottom. Once you feel the end of the thread, just pull it out. Now clean them, grease them, and put them back in. Ooh. Now that's it for the rear. Just do the same for the other side of the car and you're done. Please leave a like if it helped you. Ask questions in the comments. I'm also trying to reach the monetization threshold of 1,000 subscribers. So, subscribe if you want to see more Leaf videos. Thanks for watching.